What's up, guys? I just wanted to make this video as an American citizen, exercising my First Amendment right to freedom of speech, which is not punishable under law. It's not an arrestable offense. So, with that said, let's get into it. I don't have anything to hold my camera on, so I'm just gonna keep it nice and still. But I wanted to talk about the ICE raids I've seen on TV lately. Oh, it just hurts my heart saying that because I've watched it. I heard the cries of immigrants, an Iranian woman who was taken by ICE for zero reason. Why? Because Stephen Miller is a racist asshole. A bald racist asshole at that. He doesn't have a nice thick head of hair like this. He's gonna get mad at me for that, that's for sure. He's probably at my door right now. But anyways, to be serious though, back to the point. I mean, imagine just being an immigrant in this country, having slightly brown skin even. God forbid you're an American, you go to get a tan in Cabo and you come back and ICE grabs you and throws you against the wall, but more importantly, if you're an immigrant and you work at a fucking car wash, or you pick fruit, or you pick vegetables, or, God, well, you do whatever. You work as a roofer. That happens, you know. ICE is coming after you. Even if you have all the legal documentation, they don't give a shit. They're targeting immigrants. So, and it didn't used to be this way. I was born in 1993, and I grew up in the the late 90s, early 2000s. And I remember, the times when someone would have like a hot Russian immigrant wife, right? A mail order bride, or the times when there'd be a bunch of Mexican landscapers in someone's yard and they'd lie out in the open. They didn't hide in their car or wear a face mask like ICE does in case ICE comes around. Put on some glasses, look as white as possible, It just wasn't that way. Immigrants could make a living, if they had family in Mexico, they could send the money back. And everything was fine. I mean, you could marry a hot immigrant wife, one that actually loves you, unlike Donald Trump. I mean, of course, Melania loves him. That's why she wears the hat, to dodge his kisses, to deflect his herpes-riddled mouth every time he goes for a kiss. But, yeah, dude's probably got a lot of diseases. Probably. Allegedly, probably he's got a lot of diseases. And bone spurs. He's got bone spurs in his feet, but he can't remember which one. That's why he did not serve in Vietnam. But he would have proudly have served. He would have proudly have served if he didn't have to get a medical deferment 8 times, okay? But I digress. To summarize, folks, as an American, I hate what's happening to immigrants, and I want ICE to be dissolved because they've proven time and time again they have zero regard for the law, zero regard for people's constitutional rights, which even if you're an illegal immigrant in this country, even if you hopped over the border of Mexico, zero papers, zero documentation, zero checking in with the authorities, you are still entitled to human rights. That's what it's about. Human rights. That's what immigrants' rights are. They're human rights because immigrants are human beings. So that's a lot, I know. And I'm winded. I'm gonna have to pass out on my fading couch, but anyways, I have to laugh at your own jokes sometimes, Maybe even all the time, I don't give a fuck. But anyways, have a good day wherever you are, whether it's morning or the evening. But just know that not every single American is a racist douchebag like Stephen Miller that would throw you into detention for not booking a hotel for the entirety of your stay and tell you that you're a criminal. We love you. Americans love you, immigrants in Europe, Canada, and Mexico. We love you.